People all over Utah are remembering that day with a lot of reflecting happening at the Weber Fairgrounds.
The display, Weber Remembers, is taking people back through some of those difficult moments. News specialist Mike Anderson is there with the lessons many are hoping we never forget.
Yeah, this is the final day for the display here. People get to walk through, see the sights and images from 22 years ago, but a lot of people stop right in this area to reflect as they get to look at many of the first images that we saw of those Twin Towers.
No matter where you were, what you were doing.
You saw a plane?
Yes, I just saw a plane go.
We all remember the first time we saw this as it happened, at least those of us who are old enough.
I remember it very well, actually.
The way it made us think and feel.
Pretty much angry. Never have lost that feeling.
With the right cues.
It does.
We feel it again.
Yeah, it does bring it back. And I think those feelings are just important to remember it.
On the day that we're asked to never forget.
I just barely got into the office that morning, and there was a big TV, and there was a whole bunch of people in there. And at that time, we saw the second plane hit the tower.
People are taking the time to open up some old wounds.
It always brings it to the surface, but this day in particular, you start seeing the flags come out and flags flying at half staff and that sort of thing. And
people like Steve Cascarelli.
Initially, we started to dig in the rubble, looking for survivors, and we also had a hose line to put some fire out.
Seemed to never stop talking about it. He was a lieutenant with the New York City Fire Department, and among the things he'd like all of us to remember.
At the time, this country was really, really united. People stuck together. They were nice to each other, coast to coast. And I think as time went on, we've lost some of that.
As many here have pointed out today, we mourned as a country, rebuilt, and healed as a country.
We start crying for all the people. We're all American.
And Weber Remembers is free. It's open to the public here until about 9 at Weber Fairgrounds. And all of this is set up and run thanks to dozens of volunteers that give their time and organized through the Major Brent Taylor Foundation. Mike Anderson, KSL 5 News.